Hi everyone, I'm Nimmi Melvin here from Nimmi's Art, and today we're going to create this beautiful lotus painting in acrylic. So let's get started, and here is our rough sketch for this one, and I'm going to start by drawing the basic shape of a circle. Then I'll be adding more details into it. So I'm just using a regular pencil, HB pencil, and this is 14 into 11 inches canvas. So first I'm just doing a very simple basic shapes, a circle for the lotus and a straight line for the stem and a small rectangle shape for the flower vase. And I'll be adding details. So this is our composition. This is going to be like a fitting in this canvas. So we have equal space on both sides, almost equal sides. Yeah, this is good. So composition is ready. Now we can start detailing. So first I'm going to draw a big petal on this side, and that is also kind of oval here, so I'm going to draw an oval. Oval shape with a pointy end. I'm just making this side, the bottom of this petal, just rounded. Slowly we're getting the shape of the petals. And now I'm going to add more petals into it. So first I'm just going to do another one on this side. Starting from here. A slightly wavy line on this side. And another one on this side. That is also ending on this side. A point here, and this is connecting here. And here I'm just making a rounded curve connecting over here. So this is our third petal and second, and then I'm going to do the fourth one. So I'm going to draw one petal outside this one, and that is going to start from here. A very rounded curve with another wavy line, another curve on the side, a small curve. So I'm just drawing one more line inside. The next one I'm going to draw another petal on this side. And then just make another line inside. So all of these mistakes and the rough sketches are okay. We will erase it later. We'll erase some of it later, and then when we paint with acrylic, everything will get covered. And the next one, I'm going to start from this point. It's going to end on this side of the petal. So this is going to be outside. Be here. So it's almost in the same level of the next petal. So this is wrong to go this line. So all of this petal are almost in the same level. Then we have to draw another line from here. Now we have to draw small leaves to fill up this space. So here I'm going to make another one. It's slightly longer. And another one on this side. Maybe a small one on this side, a smaller one here, and also on this side. So this much petals are enough for the lotus. Now we can focus on drawing the flower vase. So I'm going to draw an oval shape for this rectangle shape we made. And I'm going to make another curve here for the pot. So this line will continue on this side. And we will be drawing a line on this side. So you can use a ruler, or just you can make a straight line on this side. So this is a transparent pot, so we have to draw according to that when we paint. So this line will be slightly inside. When you draw the color of the background, so this is the line it will make inside the flower pot. Now we can start painting. These are the main colors I'm going to use in this project. So I'll be using yellow color, a black, Verdian green, a primary blue, a primary red, crimson red, and white. So something looking like this one. And I'm using this Liquitex basic acrylic. And the brushes are going to be like a big flat brush for doing the larger areas like background, and a medium flat brush, a small flat brush, and a tiny round brush. And we need a palette. I'm using a Strathmore palette paper, so it's the disposable one. A cup of water and paper towel. So let's get started. I'm starting with the primary red. It is looking like a dark pink. We need crimson and white. We need more white. So what we're going to do in this project is we're going to working with the values of the color, and I'm going to make two medium values first. So medium dark and medium light. So I'm just mixing these two colors together. And I'm adding some white into it. And this is going to be our medium dark. And then I'm going to make a lighter one. This is going to be our medium light. And after this we will be working on very dark and highlight. So there will be mainly 4 values for this flower petals. So we're just considering the light is falling from this side, and we're going to make the shadow side on this one. So all of this side will be darker. And I'm just adding one touch of water just to make it slightly thin for the base layer. So I'm just adding this much, I'm just doing this much medium dark, and then I'm going to do the light one, the medium light, with another brush. So I'm just taking this dark and light color again and again to make a nice blending in the middle. And I'm going to repeat the same process for each of the petals, mainly outside this one. So inside it will be different. So you can see some 3 petals inside of the area. So this will be slightly lighter than the outside. So for the smaller leaves, for the smaller petals, I'm going to use my small brush to get that nice pointy end. I just covered that with only that medium dark, and then I'll be doing the light, medium light now. Now we're going to do this lighter, medium light inside the 3 petals. So I'm going to start from here. I'm just simply filling this area with one color only, and then we will be doing more lighter with yellow color in the next layer. So I'm starting over from this petals. I'm just doing the second layer of these colors. So we finished our two values, medium dark and medium light. Now we are going to do the darker value, the darkest one, and that is going to be slightly darker than this medium dark. So I'm just mixing these two together. Mostly I'm taking crimson red. Just doing only small areas. I'm not covering the entire area. I'm just doing some areas. So when you paint this one, you have to just move your hand according to the shape of the petal. And I'm doing some of the dark tone on the tip of the petals. So that will actually brighten up the whole scene. So I'm just going to do some of this touches on the side. This is kind of a very, impressionistic style. I'm not mixing any of this one. I'm not blending. I'm just simply putting the darker value in some areas. So we're getting that contrast with this darker value, and now I'm going to do the lightest value. And we will do the lightest value after doing the background also. We'll just do a little bit here now. So just very light. And I'm going to do in some areas inside this one. So when you have to do on the side here, so that will actually mix it with the background. So that area we'll do later, but I'll just do inside the petals now. So one line on this side. Again, this highlight, the lightest light will be very small. Compared to the medium values, it will be only in smaller areas. Just some touches here and there. Now finish almost all the values of the flower, and if you want to make a more opaque, you can add more layers of the same colors again and again. So I'm just now I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to start coloring the background and this area, the flower vase too. So for this background, I'm going to go with a bluish green or greenish blue background, and I'm going to mix these blue and green together with some white, and I'm going to create a beautiful greenish blue background. So this is Verdian green, or it's also called tallow green. And this is primary blue. You can take a Prussian blue or cobalt blue for this one, any blue. Even cerulean blue or manganese blue will be good. and I'm mixing together, and I'm adding some white also into it. Actually this white will make this color really opaque. So this is the color I'm going to start coloring on the sides first. So I'm using a medium flat brush for this one. So when it comes to the sides of the petals, it's better to use your tiny round brush, small round brush, so it's easy to get the details. And I didn't add any water into it, so it's really thick paint. So I'm not coloring inside this one. First but I'm just doing the outline, just outside. And then finally I'll just leave a small gap, and then I will do the color inside, same color. Now I'm taking a color for this one. I'm going to make a grayish tone for this area, the small area here. Now I'm going to do a gray color on this side. I'm going to take white and black color and mixing a lighter gray color. So more white and just one touch of black. It's going to be really lighter gray. Yeah, very closer to white. And I'm just taking the same color here. I'm just going to do one more layer of that color because it looks really light. I'm filling all this area, so still I can see where I stopped. So you can see the lines. So I'm just simply covering. This is one easy way. And then you can draw the highlights on top of it. And after this one, I'm going to take my small brush and I'm going to do some reflections and highlights in the flower pot. So I'm making a very light gray and I'm just doing an outline for the mouth of the flower pot first and also on the sides. Here it looks same, so I'm going to make lighter on this side. I'm just taking more white. Then I'm going to do it on this side, because otherwise if it is the same gray it won't be seen. So better it is going to be lighter. And also I'm just taking the white color without mixing any color. I'm just going to do some highlights at the tip of the oval. First in the center, one line in the center, and also some dots on the sides, and also some of the lines on this side. And I'm going to do a line on this side. So we're just considering light is coming from here, so this side will be slightly lighter. So I'm just going to do one touch of line on this side. Now here I'm going to make a lighter tone of the same background color. So I'm just taking more white into this background color. Then I'm just doing a lighter tone of this color on the side of this flower pot. And also you can do the same thing on the gray sides too. Again make a lighter gray. Then do it on the same side of here. Just continue that line with a gray color. And we have to do a highlight with yellow color inside these 3 petals. So I'm going to take some yellow and mix it with white. Then we will be doing it especially on the side of this the petal. So it's just we need more white and just one touch of yellow. So I'm mixing here, making a really lighter yellow. Then I'm going to do it on the side of this one. So you can just do a dry brush technique. You can just take more paint without mixing water and just drag it, making some lines like this. So no need to blend or anything, just you can do it like this way. And also I can do the same thing on this side. So again I'm going to make this side lighter with more white. So I'm going to do a highlight on the side petals with more white and little bit of a red color. So this part is missing some highlights, so I'm just doing some very light pink highlights on the sides. Make sure your background is really good and finished before doing the highlight on the sides. So we're going to finish painting this one. So we have to do the stem for this one. So I'm mixing yellow into the background color because it is already green. So if you mix some yellow into it, so that will create a very light green color. And I'm just going to do a line for the stem. So make it thin with water, so we'll get a nice thin line, easy to draw with brush. Then starting from here, I'm just doing one line of so I'm just doing a highlight. So I'm mixing with the some white also. So this is creating very opaque layer of color. So whenever we mix some white into it, it will become really light and opaque. So that will give a highlight to the stem. So when you finish painting, you can just create some texture with the same color. So I'm using some knife strokes to make some texture in the background. So I'm mixing some modeling paste. So this is kind of a white thick paste. So this is really good to make texture in the canvas. So that will create a white pastel texture with the background color. So I'm using this modeling paste. This is for the acrylic medium, and this will create a great texture for the canvas if you want to make some texture into it, for the background especially. We can simply do the texture first with that white color and paint on top of it, or else we can just mix with the paint and apply it with a knife. So instead of one single color, I would like to work with the variations of these colors. So I'm just mixing some more green into it, so that will create a different gradient of that color, different tone of that color, more greenish. So we have completed our painting. I hope you had fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.